Okay, welcome to another exercise session where it's day 7, April 7th, 2022. Now, while I was walking and jogging today, I was thinking, why the redundancy? Why the repetitiveness? What's my purpose? One of the things when my mind started going into doubt is my purpose here is to continue being healthy. My purpose here is to continue living, enjoying what I love to do. Okay, I love to work out. All right. It brings me back to the memories when I used to run track back in high school, some track in middle school. Brings me back into the memories of when I used to play football in high school and some Optimist little leagues back in my time. So now that I'm an adult now, there's no one over me to say, hey, go start running. Hey, go exercise. Hey, get in the gym. Like, all this is self-motivation stuff. So, brings me back to that purpose. Why the recording? I feel the need that sometimes people are motivated, like, yeah, let's work out together. Now, without the video, without the recording, they want to set up a day, a time to exercise. The day and time come around, there's a no-show or somebody might be late, things like that. So I think when it comes to recording, you could use this at your own time. I could go back into my archives and look at my workout and see what I went wrong and what can I do better the next go around. So there's value there, there's purpose there. On the change of topic, got like a man-made band-aid right now going on. Was definitely cutting down some coconuts in the backyard, and while cutting them on my third coconut, I cut coconuts like it's normal. So it's my second time on the same finger. It's crazy, on the same finger, second time cutting it. It's a minor cut. Thankfully, it wasn't like a direct cut where it could have been more damages to the thumb. So this is the reason why I have a man-made band-aid on. LOL, if it is hilarious, it's funny, it's fine. I'm okay. So I wanted to bring up that topic as far as the purpose, bring up about the whole cut, and get into the exercise, playing the same audio book from Shahrazad Ali. I think I pronounced that very correctly. Shahrazad Ali on, the topic. The topic is very triggering. Let me read it out again for the newcomers if it's your first time watching it. Blackman's Guide to Understand Blackman's Guide to Understand the Black Woman. As I mentioned previously, it sounds very redundant, but it's okay to repeat it. That if you're about to get into another relationship, or it's your first time getting in a relationship, you're trying to understand relationships in a certain community of people, these topics are not, it's hard to talk about. It was never discussed. Your partner, her, if you're a guy, you're dating a woman, she might be going through some things that you just like, I'm not familiar with this. It's very new. You may want to walk out on her, but if you understand that woman, then you can say, okay, what can we do to better this situation? If she's planning to change, is this who she is for the rest of her life? We don't know. And vice versa, for a woman dating a man, she has a woman's guide. So this is Black man's guide. She has a woman's guide to understand the black man. So for us, I think I was taken out of context if I'm trying to tell someone, hey, I think you should lose some weight. It might be funny to somebody, but that's a trigger. It'll rub somebody the wrong way if you tell them to lose weight. But as a man, I was like, hey, I think you should lose weight because I'm concerned about your health. It's coming out of my mouth, my skin tone, and it's a trigger. Versus to somebody else, a personal trainer, somebody from another culture, I don't know, say the same exact thing, they can understand it. So where in the men tone we try so many different tones just to relay our message. Sometimes we don't have time to care about what the other person think. But I think on most occasions, it's best to give due respect how the other person is thinking if things are just, out of context, but that's a here nor there type of topic. So everybody's situation is different, but those are the things that happen in a cycle. All right. So let me get going on the exercise. That was a good intro right there. Same thing, 20 reps, everything. We're going on the rip right. Rip right, we're doing 9. We did 8 yesterday, so we're doing 9 on the rip right. If you don't have a rip right, what I was doing the presses. So if you have a brick, I was doing the brick curls. I was doing the brick press and the raises. All right. So you could substitute the exercise if you don't have this type of setup. What they call it, modify the exercise to what you like. Okay. Try to do 20 reps. If you can do more reps, do more reps. If you cannot do 20, do 5, do 10. But the main thing is to build a habit in your mind, so then it builds a habit in your muscle. It create a muscle memory. Okay. So I'm about to get started. Continue this documentary. I just had to drop in that purpose because sometimes I myself could be like, man, this is very repetitive, same type of deal, but what's the purpose here? Oh yeah, summer body, trying to stay healthy, trying to stay wisdom on things. It's a whole lot of things that goes involved with this. Help others, because now it's in the public eye of what I'm doing. It's not in the private. I'm sharing to you guys in a public setting, so anybody can watch this. So we're about to get started, okay?
She curses more in private than in public, likes to let her hair down with the girls, and considers herself a prize. She may be an entrepreneur. She may snort a little coke or take a few puffs of reefer, but she rarely gets so out of control that she forgets her community standing and professional responsibilities. She is familiar with intricate banking systems, has a retirement plan, possibly stock, and a money market. She has an American Express card and travels. She likes LA, the Bahamas, Europe, and possibly Africa. She may frequent the health spa and buys expensive gifts for her man and friends. She drives a nice car, maybe a BMW or some other snazzy sports car. She may live a bit above her means, but manages to juggle her finances to get what she wants. She is very headstrong and delights in demonstrating to the black man her wealth and vast knowledge in a variety of things. She is the modern girlfriend, believes she is completely self-sufficient, and is not particularly interested in keeping house, cooking dinner every night, or treating the black man with special accord. She is in favor of independence and boasts of doing things for herself and thinks the black man should do likewise. She performs beautifully in front of strangers or company, makes a good impression, and exudes sex at will. She is greatly influenced by her peers or others whom she deems as pace setters. She adopts popular trends and attitudes about dating or marriage, which she gleans from magazines, news programs, or the newspaper. She becomes ferocious when she thinks her man is playing around on her and will fight viciously to the end to prove the black man wrong. Because she is so concerned about public opinion and what they think, she will customarily deal with a black man whom she is not particularly interested in just to have an escort on her arm. She is a rat who behaves like a dog while purring like a cat. She is moody, disagreeable to live with in peace if things don't go her way. She believes her specialized knowledge from her occupation qualifies her to be equal or superior to the black man. She will tolerate a black man as long as he fits her idea of what he should look like, dress like, work like, and act like. The number 3 black woman is an insecure wad of knots that she hides behind all of her good education, fine wardrobe, shapely body, and savings account. These explanations of the three major types of black women are not all-inclusive. Some of their patterns overlap, but these descriptions give a good perception of what is available. There is another category of black women who are available. They are the picturesque black women who dress in African traditional garb. They wear brightly colored head wraps and sandals, bold African jewelry, and have dreadlocks, more commonly called dreads. They may also have a ring in their nose, possibly several holes in their ears, and they wear layers and layers of fabric wrapped like a sarong around their bodies, often with no bra or underwear. They may also wear a heavy-laden head wrap twisted in several attractive styles. Some of them are clean and beautiful, others are not. From a distance, it is hard to tell. These black women portray a costume that implies they are not with Western ideas of dress and give the impression by their wardrobe that they represent the unknown African culture and the very roots of the black women from the homeland. The impression they wish to convey is that they are in disagreement with European society and they want no part of Americanism and bravely foster the idea of back in the day. On closer examination, the black man will find the brightly colored garments are only an external facade, and when examined up close, the outfits may be soiled and the woman will have a foul body odor reeking from under her arms. Her feet may be ashy and calloused, and her skin uncared for. Her unique hairstyle, her dreads, smell. It is impossible for dreads not to have an offensive odor. Hair breeds bacteria, and black hair that is not washed regularly, parted, scalp oiled, and conditioned becomes matted because it cannot breathe, so it stinks. The actual major benefit for the black woman who wears dreads is that she does not have to take proper care of her hair. No matter what kind of African science she expounds, she is just lazy and has found a way to practice her laziness in the name of being cultural. She may also claim to be living some kind of primitive existence wherein she survives with as few civilized conveniences as possible. This means that the gas, electric, or water may be off in her home. She might bed down each night on the hard floor on a pallet and claims to be a vegetarian or only eat health food or spew some other specialized diet that matches her outfit and hairstyle. Her religious views are complicated and confusing. Her home is filled with African statues, African print fabrics, and the red, black, green symbols and colors associated with the African continent. She may smoke reefer. If the black man questions her about her reasoning behind wearing the dreads, he will find that these sisters who may dress and look alike do not have a unified main doctrine or creed they believe in. Most of them have a different explanation and belief about why they are involved in this particularly unwholesome lifestyle. This group of natural-looking sisters practice the same deceit and mockery of the black man behind his back as much as the black woman with permed hair or a jerry curl. Her values may be considered more uncivilized because she is living on a very low level of existence by choice. If she is in rebellion, it is only against herself. She also does not teach her children proper table manners or personal hygiene. They are witnessed to be badly dressed, in need of a haircut or hair combing, and have no knowledge as to why their black mother insists that they wear dreads. These black children are shown by example that it is acceptable to live in squalor and go without conventional conveniences that make for a clean home environment. The sisters who propagate this kind of life is most happy when she can find a black man who will go along with her alleged cultural statement and who agrees with her deplorable living conditions in the name of rejecting American lifestyles. These black women should realize that there are no histories of black women who dress and live like she does, who represent the pinnacle of refined and admired black womanhood. The fact that she has no logical explanation as to why she is wearing her hair that way or living that way is another hint that she is confused and has only found a way to be flashy, distinguishable, and impact her presence on onlookers. It is impossible to represent the original queenly black woman by living in filth and not using deodorant. This black woman thinks that by neglecting her personal hygiene, she is making an impression of originality. Be aware that the only statement she is making is that she is nasty and too lazy to take care of herself and her children. So obviously, she will have no interest in trying to help a black man take care of himself. Dirty is dirty, make no mistake about it. The other black women who sport the dreads look have no idea as to why they are wearing them other than they get a lot of attention and have just adopted this hairstyle because it is popular and relieves them of going to the hairdresser. Her idea is to appear to be black or natural. This black woman is very much in favor of being different to the point of a fault. She doesn't know that sometimes being different means one has to look ridiculous or outlandish. There were many levels of lifestyle in Africa too, and the tribes whose women wore dreadlocks represent one of the small, lower tribal classes and customs. There are much higher standards of behavior the black woman can emulate if she studies the black women of over 6,000 years ago. Her imagination of what married life is like. Most of the black woman's ideas concerning a happy home is derived from television, paperbacks, and the fairy tales read to her when she was a child. She believes strongly in the so-called American dream of a marriage, a house, a husband whistling off to work, exciting, trouble-free days, vacations, a 2-car garage sheltering a Mercedes or Jaguar, candlelight dinner, out often, fantastic sex, wardrobe, and popular friends. With her man right by her side, he'll show her special considerations, support her every aim, adjust his personal wishes to match hers, and be non-demanding, heap beautiful gifts on her, flowers, escort her to elegant affairs, and constantly assure her of his undying love, and never look at another woman again, and he'll be home happy with her every night. What a dream. What a crock. This dream is destined to turn into the proverbial nightmare, even if the black man is able to do all of the above except be home with her every night. She will wail as if the world is ending. The black woman is a rock like the earth, and she longs to settle down. The black man is an exploring bird and has to soar. He's out of there. Black women see marriage as a way to finally own her black man. It is not enough that the black man has been forced to be a slave to the white man for over 400 years. Now, the black woman wants him to voluntarily enter into a new type of slavery, one she claims is laced with love, called marriage. As long as the black man stays right beside the black woman and is able to account for his every move and provide an acceptable explanation for every moment spent away from her, she is at ease. No black man can pass this kind of a test. The black man is not even interested in passing this kind of a test. He wants to be free. Not free of responsibility and commitment, but freedom of motion. He's got to go. If the black man starts out hanging around unnecessarily with the black woman every night, every weekend, calling every day, all day, reporting his whereabouts, explaining his absences, and so forth, he will be in for big problems. The black woman is conditioned to dealing on one level with everything. So if the black man values his freedom of motion, he must not spend every waking moment sniffing behind his woman, because after a while, she grows accustomed to this kind of company and will bellow loudly when things change and go back to normal. Marriage is not a club.
How's that? All right. Another one in the books. 7 days, 7 out of 21 days. Feels good. That rip right, woo, arms are burning. I will work on being consistent, on just going straight through, no breaks. But in the meantime, I'll take the imperfections of what I'm doing now. You know, it is 20 reps and it's still a burn on the upper body. So tomorrow's Friday. I'm not going to say the numbers for tomorrow. I think I am getting better with what I have set up here. So tomorrow's Friday, so it's too early to say. In regards to the audiobook, I will put the full audio of what's like the whole 5 hour. It's a 5-hour audiobook. Put the link in the description. So if you don't want to listen to increments, you can listen to the whole thing. I've heard the whole thing. I think there might be 2 areas that feels like if you have the book, you know, whatever is what's missed in audio, you can flip to the pages and read it. But overall, I'm getting better at listening to this audiobook. When I first heard it, the first 11 minutes, 11 to 25 minutes, first 11 to 25 minutes, I was cringing. I was slightly upset at myself for not knowing this information. I thought of my exes, you know, what I could have done better to be a little bit more verbal in the relationship. But you know, everything, there's a saying that goes, when a student is ready to learn, the teacher will appear. And yeah, I don't know the rest of it right now, but I know I'm paraphrasing. That's what it says. When the student is ready to learn, the teacher will appear. The moment you're ready to take another step forward. Now, it's already a step forward if no one hasn't told you what to do. You're doing this because it has come to your time. Some people say, hey, this is God timing, good timing to do certain things. If no one around you hasn't told you, but you receive the information, is a plus. But then to take another step forward, as what we call go the extra mile of information, just to have the information, it's very is a space of abundance, you know, because I am a single man. I don't need to be listening to relationship stuff right now. And even if I was in a relationship, I'll probably be distracted not to listen to relationship stuff. But it's like while I'm single, it's like I'm enjoying this lifestyle of learning more about myself, what I could do more, criticize myself, what I could do less, you know. Reading has been on the up for me. Social media has been on a down for me. I have a Facebook promoting a free promotion for Facebook right now, but I do have a Facebook account. But I can honestly say I'm retired from that, unless if I'm doing some kind of marketing campaign. And the other social media platform, free marketing, Instagram. I deleted my Instagram account. If I do remember I have an Instagram account, I may not even know the password. So social media is on a down for me. So what I've noticed is that by declining my time off of social media, I was able to increase a lot of time in other things. and it definitely helped out. You know, I feel that I'm a little bit more intentional with my choices. You know, if I'm wrong about something, I'll be accountable and responsible that I'm wrong. But if I am making a strategic, logic, personal decision, it is for my best interests and for people around me. So if I'm choosing to go to the beach, I want to go. I invite people. Whoever come. Who doesn't, that's fine. But just to be in that space, that being independent and interdependence, where I do think of others, you know, it's a great place, a great mindset to be in. So let me close off. I really went way left with that topic. I think I was just more speaking freely. As I mentioned in the video yesterday, which I like, because yesterday was tomorrow. Tomorrow is today. Today was a peaceful day, and I'm pretty sure tomorrow is a peaceful day too. As of today was peaceful. So with that being said, guys, you guys take care. Stay fit. Be filled up with wisdom. And I'll catch you guys on the next fasting day, exercising day. You guys take care.